So the Bitcoin halving has taken place. Now what? Well, if you believe in conventional wisdom, along the lines of what crypto Twitter has to say, we're going to have a pronounced Bitcoin season, at least for a little while, and then subsequently a strong altcoin season. But is that exactly how it's going to go down? And whether or not that's going to be the exact structure, we should also be asking the question, are there some projects out there right now that are better positioned now that we've moved past the BTC halving? Definitively, yes. And we're looking at 3 such altcoins in today's video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matty and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the very best of luck to you if you choose to invest. I hope you do very well. And I mean that genuinely, but I'm not a financial or investment advisor. So just remember that this video is not official financial or investment advice. Okay, and at number 1, the first project that we're going to be considering in this list of post-BTC halving altcoins relates to the fact that narratives are and continue to be an important part of any good investment strategy. And one narrative in particular that you know we're big fans of here at Altcoin Buzz is AI. The artificial intelligence narrative is not going anywhere, whether or not we've had the Bitcoin halving. AI is here to stay. With that context in mind here, I want to present to you at number 1 on this list, Graphlinq. It's a layer 1 blockchain that makes building AI agents and AI dApps easier than ever. Its 2 main products are the Graphlinq chain and then the Graphlinq protocol. The difference is that the protocol is a set of no-code tools that anyone can use, meaning you can create the type of AI apps or autonomous agents that you want to do specific tasks. Really, it makes the whole process of rolling out a new AI app easier than ever before. And Graphlinq's GLQ token has a burn program where all tokens minted since TGE to pay gas are burned, which of course helps contribute to a more deflationary supply. And right now we have 340 million of just under 500 million total supply that are in circulation. Returns for GLQ have been crushing it. We're seeing lots of room for more growth here as well. In the past year, for example, it is up 620%, but recent gains have been more modest. So we see this as a good buying opportunity. Again, with the expectation that quality altcoin projects like this are really going to have their heyday once Bitcoin settles down a little bit. In the past 3 months, GLQ did a 3x to go from about 2 cents to where it sits right now, just below 10 cents. And even better from the perspective of potential investors, it's down about 50% in the last 30 days or so. So it does kind of look like the profit taking from those huge gains during the second half of 2023 have been underway. It looks like perhaps they're wrapping up right now. But look, the bottom line is that we like AI projects that have a combination of a growing audience, ease of use tools to help with adoption, of course, good deflationary tokenomics if possible. And we also like projects, as you know, that provide infrastructure. And Graphlinq does all these things at a current market value of $32.8 million. Consider this a micro cap with lots of room to grow. Listen up if you're watching this as an American, because I'm talking to you. Because we've actually found an exchange that offers you the best of both worlds. Want to trade spot markets on over 400 trading pairs and without KYC? Yeah, you can. Want to trade perpetuals markets on over 150 trading pairs with KYC that accepts Americans, by the way, Canadians too? Yeah, you can also do that. The only exchange we've seen in the market that lets you do both simple spot trading without KYC and perps trading with KYC that Americans can use is BYDFi. And along with the great fees and almost no slippage on trade orders, you also get up to $8,698 in bonuses just for trying BYDFi. And then in addition, you also get our flagship Altcoin Buzz Alpha service totally free for 1 month. And you can check out BYDFi today by clicking the link in either the description of this video or the pinned comment below. Okay, moving right along here, we have a lot of Bitcoin ecosystem projects, of course, that are going to benefit from the halving. Because first of all, it draws attention as really an event to Bitcoin. And secondly, the halving reminds people of Bitcoin's scarcity. And finally, both retail investors and new ETF investors alike are looking at Bitcoin ecosystem opportunities for additional money, right? As any good investor would. And here we could have picked an Ordinals project. We do have a few that we like, but we see the biggest ecosystem project as still having the most opportunity. And that means we're looking here at Stacks, ticker STX. Stacks is the leading Bitcoin layer 2. And if you've been following us over the course of the last year, then you know that we've been following Stacks very closely. We've also included it as a project in our 50x master portfolio. Stacks has really broken into the top 30 here. It sits at number 26 as I record in terms of market value, right now at $4.4 billion. It's up 169% over the course of the last 12 months. So actually, it's roughly on par with Bitcoin if you take a look at its price trajectory from the beginning of 2023. Stacks is almost ready with its huge Nakamoto upgrade. This is going to add parallel processing, which is something that we've seen before from some of the faster blockchains out there. So think Solana, think Sui. And this means that we're not waiting for Bitcoin's finality every 10 minutes when a transaction goes into a block. Instead, in this case, Stacks miners are going to be able to create blocks between Bitcoin's 10-minute blocks. So this faster settlement time is going to make Stacks even more valuable to use in the same way that we use, for example, Polygon or Optimism instead of Ethereum. And look, we don't necessarily talk about the nitty-gritty in terms of tech improvements here on this channel, because at the end of the day, what we really care about is how those tech improvements are going to make the project better, more valuable, easier for us to use, perhaps what makes it a better investment. And this improvement does all of those things really throughout the Bitcoin ecosystem. It is a classic win-win. And Stacks has a lot of room to grow from here because of it. Okay, and last for today, last but not least, of course, we're going against the grain here a little bit because it's still a narrative that we like, but the project has struggled over the last couple of months, to be fair. Layer 1 chains and ETH Layer 2s are kind of taking a back seat to AI, RWAs, that's real-world assets, and liquid staking token protocols like EigenLayer. But one in particular has just gotten hammered for seemingly no reason at all. It's down 36%, 18%, and 41% in the last 30, 90, and 360 days, respectively. Of course, I'm talking about Polygon, ticker MATIC, which remains a terrific project. It's a great project, but there's no doubt that its price action has been underwhelming. Polygon's new aggregated layer is about aggregated liquidity and access across many different chains, but they all have Polygon and ZK tech support. The hope is that, like TCP/IP for internet, it runs in the background while you go to the site of your choice. But in our case, it's the chain or dApp of choice. And this is a big advancement that helps to unite many of Polygon's L2 solutions like Hermes and ZK EVM. Now developers can pick and choose what they want to use and when to make their apps and protocols the best they can be. And going back to the chart here, the current price of Polygon, ticker MATIC, M-A-T-I-C, sits at just below 74 cents, which is a pretty low price, kind of the lowest or in the range of the lowest since October 2023. A potential, and I would argue easy 2x, really just gets us back to the price we saw in late February or early March. And so as I see it, really, this is just a clear case of Polygon taking a hit because it's an L1 and L2, and all of them are taking a hit. There's no fundamental difference right now between Polygon from 3 or 6 months ago. But look, you have a chance now. Instead of buying it at $1.35, you can buy it at, again, just under 74 cents. This is a quality project at a bargain price right now.